5.
Oh my god, I don't know if that was recording. Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here today, please remember to smash that subscribe button, and for all my returning subscribers, welcome to another video by your ultimate fave who actually doesn't have a voice at the moment unless she's actually belting out. Now, a lot of you guys know that I have this tendency to, you know, go big or go home on a big weekend and then I come back completely voiceless. And if any of you guys have been watching any of my videos, obviously the video that probably came out before this one, you will hear the difference in my voice, but it's slowly coming back together. But I think obviously this video is going to be a little bit limited in terms of the things that I say, because I have to obviously think of preserving whatever voice I have left, right? And I have like 3 or 4 videos to record this evening, so I don't actually know how I'm gonna get through them without having to scream, yell, and shout, right? So guys, let me just get my bev. You know what time it is, my bev. No, actually, excuse me. Beautiful. Oh, yo, I needed that burp. Like, I've had such a long day of like working. I actually woke up this morning, have been editing all morning up until the afternoon, had to go to a meeting, have to come back and finish content for brand, and I still have to be in the midst of Vlogtober. So forgive me guys if I downed a savannah in literally one go. Other problems, lots and lots of problems, okay? But none are as big as what could have potentially happened when I was in Ghana. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I knew I said I was gonna tell the story with Nosy, but Nosy's currently out right now. She's on holiday with her husband and whatnot. But it is what it is. It's no big thing. It ain't no big deal. So I'm gonna just tell you guys the story time and tell you guys how it played out, right? Okay, without rambling too much, let's just get into the story. Okay, cool. So it's actually not clickbait. I didn't actually almost get arrested, but I could have run the risk of putting myself in a lot of serious danger if I hadn't, like, you know, taken it as far as I did. So so obviously you guys know that a couple of weeks ago, a few YouTubers and myself, we actually went to the Global Citizen Festival, which was in Accra, which is the capital of Ghana. And we got invited by YouTube to meet other YouTubers from other parts of the world. So like other parts of Africa, and some from Nigeria, Ghana, you know, Ethiopia, Kenya, you know, it was just a mixture and a blend of lots and lots of YouTubers. Obviously from my side, it was me, Nosy, Pamelo, Tato, Kuku, Lasizwe, and I hope I'm not missing anybody. Yeah, it was just us from the content creator section, and then they had taken other South African YouTubers from the music section. But then in terms of content creators, it was literally me, it was Nosy, it was Kukulesi Nyatumba, it was Sato Rampedi, it was Lasizo Tambuza, and yeah, that's about it. That's I think that's about it. I don't think I'm missing anybody else, right? So essentially they were like, nah, we're gonna take you guys on a content creator day, because the Global Citizen Festival was actually sponsored by YouTube, and it was actually a really nicely panned out festival. I don't want to lie, like YouTube being a sponsor was the best thing that could have actually happened, because it kind of gave us an experience into Accra, just kind of experiencing the culture, the vibe, but most importantly being alongside other content creators. Guys, if you think we're making money in South Africa, we are nowhere near the Nigerian content creators. They are making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. They are actually making so much content that they can afford to live in America. Exactly. So fine, no problem. I got the opportunity to meet so many other YouTube content creators that I had never heard of before, and they are big in their own right. Like Watermeyer was one of them. I had never heard of Watermeyer before, but Watermeyer and his wife, I think her name was Tracy, they do a lot of travel content together, right? And obviously he was living in China and he was obviously speaking Chinese. Like, it was so nice to kind of see other content creators do things that are completely different to what we were doing. And that's where I kind of really got inspired. Guys, I wonder if you guys think my love for YouTube was on 150%, but then after I came back from Ghana, I was on already like 500%. I was convinced that this is what I'm actually meant to do and this is what I'm gonna stay doing. Like, whether or not it's gonna make me money or not, I I'm just doing this because this is my passion. So no problem. So fine, we get to the hotel, we settle in. You guys saw the vlog, everything was nice. We got there late, the South African content creators, because I think the other content creators, some are coming the next day, some had already settled in, some are from Ghana, so they were already settled in by the afternoon. When we came Kaboma 10-11 because we had an issue with the visa. Sharp. Hi, man. Next day we wake up, it's day 1 of content creator day, because we came in, I think, on Thursday. Friday we had the content creator day. Saturday was the festival. Sunday we were out. So there was basically no time. Fine. Friday morning we wake up, we're getting ready to do day 1, you know, meeting other content creators, getting to know one another. There was a total of maybe 30, 40, 50 content creators. Maybe 50 is pushing it from the content creator side, maybe a total of 40 plus. So whilst I'm there, I was obviously under the impression, not under the impression, I was going there as a single woman, like I was just singly living my life. I understand, like I wasn't going there to obviously get bums. I was going there for work. But if bums are a bonus, that one no problem. Not that I actually wanted bums. I understand that. I didn't go there for ass. I didn't go there for indunu. I didn't go there for the bone though. Like I just went there thinking, you know what, I might just get look at beautiful men, things like that. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing, child, them African men is fun. Yeah. When I saw the man that I'm gonna mention in the story, it'll all make sense, okay? So I was going there as a single woman, as a regular degular. How about what are we? We are ordinary people. I understand that. So finally, on the Friday, Nosy and I wake up, we go get breakfast, everything is fine. And then we get into the lift. We're going downstairs to obviously go, I don't know if we're going upstairs or downstairs to go meet up with the other content creators, to go see where everyone else was. As soon as we jumped into the lift, it was myself, it was Nosy, I think Pamela was in the lift, I'm not sure, and it was somebody else in the lift. And then there was this guy. No, I'm laughing because he's so gorgeous, bro. Okay, what am I gonna call him? I'm gonna call him Tay Diggs. I'm gonna call him Tay Diggs because you know what? I'm gonna call him Tay Diggs. I'm gonna call him Tyrese. I'm gonna call him Tay Diggs, right? We get into the lift and Nala Nosy. It's me. It's Nosy. I think Tato was also in the lift. I think Tato. I don't remember. One of the other South African content creators is in the lift there. And obviously me. I don't know what it is about being in your late 20s, dude, but then your hormones just shoot up, right? Get into the lift. It's me, Nosy, it's the other 2 content creators, and it's Tay Diggs. Tay Diggs is by himself. The other one's Ratsebana, man. We're all aware of each other. I'm standing behind Tay Diggs. Nosy is also standing behind Tay Diggs, but at the corner of the lift. So imagine we're all standing like this, and then Tay Diggs is in the middle. So Nosy being Nosy. Nosy gives me, you know, she's like, get on up in there. And I'm like, no, I'm scared. Like, yo, so I'm giving her the look on some, he's gorgeous. And Nosy's like, now it's the time to shine. We hadn't realized that he's actually part of the YouTube content creators panel. We had not realized that yet, ne? Because we hadn't went to the actual event. It was still the morning, we were still having breakfast, we were still meeting other content creators downstairs. So we didn't know whether he came for, there was something else happening. We didn't know if he just came for Global Citizen as just a person, or whether he came for the YouTube festival as well. So we go into the lift, I see Tay Diggs, and I'm just like, that's my type. Dark, handsome, not too tall. Okay, I think I figured it out. I'm not into like extremely tall guys. It's not my vibe. Like I figured it out. Like initially, yes, I've dated a tall guy, obviously, but tall guys are just No, like a grande. Like tall guys just don't do it for me. So he was like average height. So if I'm here, he's here, man. He's not too tall, man. He's enough, man. You know, when he kisses me, he doesn't have to bend too low, man. He's just fine. Nosy edges me. I edge her back. You know, obviously. And then you know what Nosy does, guys? Nosy being nosy, nosy bele, oh my god, nosy bele. Nosy bele is just like, we're all talking in the lift casually, and then Nosy Bella's like, hey dude, I think she asked him like, are you single? I'm asking for a friend. You know? And I think he goes, yeah, you know what, I'm single, da, 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 da. And then Nosy is like, no, my friend is behind you. So it's one of those things where Nosy just throws me into the deep end immediately. Like Nosy doesn't even give us a chance to think about what we're doing or who this person is or how this is going to potentially affect us. She's just like, no, my friend is right behind you. I'm asking for a friend and the friend is right behind you. I think Kuku was in the lift because we were all eyeing each other, man, at some point. So I think he does like one look at me, Nyana, and he probably is like, you know, like, it's okay, it's forever. He looks at me, we all laugh it off, you know. I also played cool. I'm like, Nosy, what are you talking about? But deep down in my spirit, I'm like, she's right. She's right. It's all, nigga, I love you so much. I love you so much. He gets out the lift, we all get out the lift, then we all separate. I don't know where he went. I didn't naga him anymore. I had secondhand embarrassment. I was just like, Nosy, how could you do me like this? You really gonna do me like this? Like, and Nosy's like, bro, ow, you said it's good, and also, bear in mind, I had been telling Nosy that, like, dude, I haven't gotten it on, like, I'm gonna need a man to make me feel special, you know? And she was like, nah, girl, I hear you. Because she's married, so she gets it on all the time. She was complaining every other day. Oh, no, man, I miss my man. And I was 2 seconds away from not everybody can relate. Not everybody can relate to having dick on call. You understand? It's not fair. So fine. I find that goes past. Then we go back to our rooms after breakfast. We get ready for the first day of the Content Creators Festival, which is for us, right? And on that particular day, I'm speaking. So, Obasi gets a makeup, I put on that red wig, you know, Jessica Rabbit and shit, looking good. I did not know he's part of the Content Creators panel, so I wasn't actually doing it for him. I was just doing it so I can look presentable, okay? Like, can we keep that in mind? I wasn't doing it for him. I was doing it to be presentable when I speak, because the next day I didn't have makeup on. And if you actually go look at the vlogs, you'll see. Oh no, man, in actual essence, Naledi, what she's saying, she's got the point a bit. Fine. So we get to the panel, we meet all the other content creators. I still don't notice him. Like, guys, my eyesight will be the death of me, because I have missed out on so many opportunities because I just can't see. Like, I'm legally blind. You know, I'm legally blind. P.O.B. old enough. Those who don't know, they don't know. It's an old joke. So, meet the other content creators. Fine, everyone is looking so nice. Oh, the African gents are all just dapper. Like, all of them. There was this other one. I even thought I had a big crush on him. His name was Shem. Shem. S-H-E-M. Go look for Shem, guys. He does comedy skits and stuff. I was like, but what if I love you so much? And he was like, I'm married. I think that was probably the one time where niggas turned me down like there's no tomorrow. The only nigga who actually reciprocated my vibrations was Chance the Rapper. And I'ma take it, okay? Because Chance said I'm gorgeous. We didn't actually say that out of his mouth. He was like, hey. And then his podcast was like, nah, you gorgeous. You wanna chill with us? I was like, no. No. Finally, go to the content creators thing. We all meet each other. I still don't notice him. It's fine. It's neither here nor there. And then later that evening, there was a dinner. Right? I still don't notice him. Oh man, like I just don't know how I went past without even seeing him. Or maybe I saw him because I saw him from the back, so I didn't actually see his face. I just saw his features, you know, like I just saw him when he turns and I saw him when he did this, but I don't actually think I saw his face. But I did remember seeing his face, but I didn't go looking for him. So dinner time comes, we go to this amazing restaurant called, it's like a Greekish, very ukaza, something like that. We go, we have a good time. Lasizwe turns up. Everyone is feeling Lasizwe's vibe. We all now, Then everybody else, they're like, no, we're going to the club after this. And I decide to stay. I get invited to the club. They're like, no, come through. And I was like, nah. I wasn't feeling it. Because I know Lasizwe didn't go to the club. I didn't go. But I know Tato and Kuku went. they are rock stars. And now I was not interested. Now my liver honestly capped at 25. Like after 25, anything after 11 o'clock, you're really asking for a lot from me. But it's fine. Hi, okay. The next day comes, there's day 2 of the Content Creators Festival before we go to Global Citizen, right? This is when he actually approaches me. You know, but he doesn't actually approach me like in Dakfona, but he just approaches me and says, where were you yesterday? And I was like, me, what are you talking about? Why are you asking where I was, you know? And he's like, no, everybody, we all went to the club. We were all at Front Back, this other club in Ghana called Front Back. Uncle Waffles was there, Chance the rapper, SZA, like all the celebrities that were actually essentially performing at the festival, they were all at that club, right? Sharp. So Fede Sharp Tay Diggs asked me who I was. I was like, I know, dude, me, I was sleeping, I was drunk, I had big cool Sharp. So now we go to the second day of the creator panel, and then that's when I ask him, I'm like, okay, so are you going to the actual event? Like, who are you? And he's like, no, dude, I'm part of the creators. And then he shows me like what he does on YouTube, and I was like, okay, cool, Shab. Fine. And then we go to the second day. Now the second day, I know he's there, and I'm obviously trying not to naga him, but he looking good. Oh God is good. Fast forward to the part where I could have potentially gotten arrested, because this is where climax is anyway. Now, I had no idea that Ghana is a very conservative country, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a lot of Muslims. I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but it's a very conservative country, so public indecency is a big thing, right? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Sharp. It's time to go to the festival. We all go. I'm looking good, guys. I'm wearing a skirt. You guys saw me. I was looking cute. I was looking good. Feeling myself. And then throughout the night, into the night, Tay Diggs comes up to me. Like he's looking at me. He's looking me up and down. Go on, check. Come on, check. And I'm like, gotta come on, check. Come on. And now, like, you know, my flirt game is flirting. Like, it was my first time even seeing myself flirt the way that I did. I was going off, boy. When he whispers in my ear, come out to a big his head. Sharp. Okay, cool. Then, how does it happen? I'm drinking Hennessy, we're having a good time. It's Hennessy on tap. This is why I'm like, YouTube must start sponsoring a lot of things. They had Hennessy on tap all night long. You guys know what that means on my channel, aka Hennessy. Okay, it's not good. So he's looking at me, we're talking, we're having chats. Now we're getting to know each other. Like, everybody else is going to go listen to the music. Everybody else is doing whatever they're doing. Naledi Diggs everyone around us is on some. And I'm just like, but it's fine. And then, okay, then he walks me to the bathroom. This is where I function. This is where the story starts going wrong. He walks me to the bathroom. Now he's saying all the things that I want to hear, bro. And I'm also listening to all the things that he's trying to say. And I'm hearing it talk. And then we come back. As we come back, I'm about to whisper in his ear. And then I go to go kiss him on his cheek. Does he not move back? Yo, guy. I should have seen it from there that something wasn't right here. I should have seen from that point that something wasn't right here. Now, he is the one who says to me that he wants to, you know, my lips are looking soft and juicy. Someone. My lips are looking kind of your guitar birds. And so now I reach in, like I'm literally standing and looking, and I'm just going like, I was about to pick him on the cheek, yeah. He moves back. What's happening here? What's happening here? What's actually going on here? So I catch my first owl, I go back to the table, I sit down. He then comes back looking for me because now I left him there because I was like, oh, okay, I know, you should have said you've got a girlfriend, I was like, oh, shit, do you have a girlfriend? Is she somewhere here? He said, play it cool, bro, play it cool. Sometimes the thing about it is playing it cool. I'm like, oh, do you have a girlfriend? Is she somewhere here? He's like, no, that's not the case. I'm like, okay. So I don't actually want to ask what the case is because I don't have time to know really. Like, you can't hit on me and then when I hit back, you are blocking me. You are blockaging me. Then I go back to the table, I sit down. Now my feelings are hurt. Well, not really hurts, like I'm just feeling like, whew. Like I feel like a nigga who made a move on a girl and the girl was like, no. After saying, yeah, I want you to put your up in my ass. You know? It's feeling kind of rapey. It's feeling kind of against my will. It's feeling kind of, okay, maybe you're throwing me signals. I try to pick it up and maybe I picked up the wrong signal. So I'm playing cool. He comes back to me about 20 minutes later and he's like, no, let me just talk to you. I'm like, okay, what is it, you know? He's like, no, I'm sorry about what happened earlier. I'm like, no, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Like, you should have actually said, like, if there's a girl around or whatever the case may be, because you said to me that you're single. I asked you. And he was like, no, I am single. And I'm like, okay, so what is the issue? And he's like, no, listen to this bogus ass bullshit. He's like, no, I just don't like having my business out there. Okay, here's another thing that we should have picked up from the champ that isn't right about this guy. He's Ghanaian, but he lived in the UK. So, understand? So he's like, no, I just don't like my business being out there. And I'm like, so a peck on the cheek would have been your business being out there. Like, the fuck? What the hell? What are you talking about, my nigga? Like, bro, are you 21? Like, I was like, let me just ask for your age. His age was fine. It was age appropriate. He was older than me, Shab. He was like 31. And at 31, and he's making big bank. But anyway, it's fine. So he's like to me, no. It's just that, you know, when you're here in Ghana, a lot of people, it's a small town. I'm like, Ghana's a small town. I'm like, could you shut the fuck up, really? He's like, no, on a serious note, like, I'm just here for work. Like, I live between the UK and Ghana, so sometimes I'm there, sometimes I'm here, and here, I'm very work, like, oriented, like, and I'm like, okay, so what about your girlfriend in the UK? He's like, I don't have one. I broke up with her because she couldn't handle the long distance setup. And I'm like, oh, so it's a her thing, not a you thing. And he's like, yeah, no, because I'm looking for love. Shut up. I should have seen it there, but I did see it. But now I was too focused on the beard that was connecting. Like, nothing was clocking because I was looking at his face. And he smelled good, and I looked good, and I was in my Stella got a groove back era. So I was just like, dude, I don't even care if you have 2 kids, dog. Like, I'm not gonna remember you anyway. And you know what the funny thing is? He's reached out to me so many times since we left. And I don't even call him back. Sometimes I'll lie and say, I'll call you back. And he's like, yeah, you said you're gonna call me back, yeah? whoa. Maybe I'll text him now and see if he'll respond. I've hit rock bottom. No, really. Like, Yamana, if there's hell, this is what men were saying when they said, fear God, then fear woman. Because I'm honestly, the cat, what was his name again? What did I save him as? Oh, yeah. I even forgot his real name. See, the last time I spoke to him was on the 26th of September. And he was like, call me when you're done. Zwip. So, okay, fine. Second thing that completely put me off was, then he was like, yeah, no, come, let's go dance. Let's go look at the artists together. I'm like, okay, cool, sharp. It's again. Let me get my glass. He's like, no, let me get your glass of Hennessy. Now he's being a gentleman. You know, he's walking me around, he's making me feel good. But also me, now I'm deving him. Now I'm speaking to other gents. Now he's waiting there for me like a loser. Now I'm just like, get with the one in team, how? Now I'm just deving him completely. Sometimes I'm looking at him, sometimes and he's like, no, let's go watch the artists together. I go, okay, cool. No, I think I only started deving him after. Then we're watching the artists, and then he's like, pull up on me. And I'm like, what? He's like, pull up on me. And I'm like, so pull up on me in Smandem is essentially like twerk. Okay, twerk is taking it a bit too far. But I was dancing, and then I think he wanted to he wanted to stand right behind me. Yeah, man. So initially I didn't understand what he was saying, and then he kind of showed me the situation that was happening. So then I'm still dancing again. But now I'm very close up behind him. Now it looks like I'm twerking up on him. So I'm expecting him to put his hands around my waist, right? And like I wanna have muta akarabam side. Yeah, but look at man, that thing in High School Musical. I'm feeling the boy, the boy's feeling the girls are feeling each other, love and basketball. Wait. You know, he just stands, he puts his hands in his pockets. Yo! I wasn't. It was like a delay. It was like a delay in senses, but I only picked up 20 seconds later that no. Something isn't right here. He's doing something that I'm actually not feeling right now. Because now I'm looking around and now it looks like I'm twerking on this motherfucker's. I take my drink and I walk back to the table. So I look at him and I was like, dude, what are you actually, what the fuck is pull up on me? You know, because now I understand what he's doing, and he's like, no. The thing is, So I go back to the table. Now I'm completely done. Now I'm not talking to him. Like now I'm done. I was just like, yay, take digs, take the first train ride to hell. Okay, this is why Sanaa Latham did the way she did you. This is why your wife. On that movie, she went and on a date with that other guy while having your ring. Cause you clearly don't know what the fuck you want, bro. Okay, fine. I go sit down. Now I'm talking to one of my, let me call this guy, one of our supervisors throughout the YouTube trip. I'm talking to him, he's like, I can see you and Tay Diggs are vibing. And I'm like, nah, fuck Tay Diggs. And he's like, hey, bro, why? So I explained the whole story to him. I'm like, no, he did this. I just don't understand. I'm getting mixed signals, And now he's trying to make me look like I'm a slag, you know? And that shit I don't vibe with. Yeah, well, cause the thing come raka. Nana ki chaivela. Yena are pull up on me. Kare na pull up on me. I can't understand the abutu kho fucking pull up on me. Wang understand that? So no. And then supervisor then tells me, no, dude. Maybe he is being that way because you know that Ghanaians doesn't sound right. Ghanaians? Okay, I hope I'm not saying it incorrectly. Which one is the right way to say it? Is it Ghanaians or is it Ghanaians? So is it the first or the second one? Just confirm that for me in the comments. Ghanaians are actually pretty conservative people. There's a whole lot of like Muslim belief, and public indecency could actually get you arrested. I'm like, no man, this doesn't sound right. No, public indecency, you get arrested for public indecency. It's like, yes, and more like the terms are quite harsh. So just be careful. Maybe he's also trying to protect you, because now it's going to seem like you guys are doing something indecent and the cops might get involved. And I'm like, Aibo, for dancing and holding my waist or like my body. And he's like, yeah, no, dude, hey, this side things are a whole lot stricter than Lonabako South Africa, or you guys are just doing funny things and then you can go, no. So that's essentially when I found out, okay, fine. They are very strict on public indecency in Ghana, and I could have run the risk of actually getting myself arrested, because he was like, hey, wait, now we're going to leave you, we're leaving tomorrow and you want to get arrested, we don't have time to bail you out, we've got a flight. So I'm like, oh, okay, shit, I didn't know. Okay, so while everyone was still at the event, I decided to leave with supervisor and a few other people, because I was just like, man, I'm tired, and I can't, like I said, at 25 my liver stops functioning, or my brain cells stop functioning from like 11:30. Okay, 11:30 I want to be in my bed, honestly, or at least I want to be making my way home, you know. We went back to the hotel. I woke up in the morning, and then I noticed all these like DMs from him on Instagram where he's like, where are you, what's your room number, can I talk to you please, yada yada, just let me explain myself. And then I just kind of like blue ticked him in the morning. And I was like, hey, sorry, I got to my room, I passed out, I was sleeping the whole time, and I definitely wasn't gonna give you bums after all of that riffraff. So I wasn't gonna give him bums, period, though. Yeah, no, I wasn't. No. What about the AIDS, guys? What about STIs? What about gonorrhea? Okay. So yeah, essentially that's what happened. I left. I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye to him. I left. And I came back to South Africa, but then he reached out and then we spoke a little bit on WhatsApp, but then I kind of ghosted him. Because I don't like long distance relationships. I don't like long distance anything. Why do you live so far from me? Why don't you live in my skin? I want to live in your ball sack. So I don't want, let alone being an hour away from you drive-wise, then I must go be 4 hours flight time away from you. Sorry. And that's essentially what happened, guys. That's how me and Tate Diggs stopped speaking, and that's how I ran the risk of maybe being fined for public indecency or anything of that nature. Look, I wasn't gyrating on him, but I was definitely, it was a very sensual, but like I'm pretty sure people are gonna go, way. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened, guys. Comment down below, let me know, would I have been arrested or fined for public indecency? And give me 2 more reasons why I need to pick my self-worth off the ground and understand that God will obviously bring that man into my life. But until he does, I'ma find him my damn self. But yeah, guys, that is the end of the story. Comment down below and let me know what you thought. But other than that, that is the end of this story time for Vlogtober. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next story time. Bye.